G'day Cobbas, welcome back to All Things Halo. Today I'm going to be reviewing Spartan Mark 5B White of Series 1 of the Spartan Collection. So I've set up like a nice little diorama here for you. This is my custom dead grunt. It was pretty simple to make. It was just an extra McFarlane grunt that I had laying around. They kind of scale okay with the Spartan Collection, but the proportions out a little bit. But just some aqua blue paint splatter, some green methane in here, and this is the methane gas pouring out. I just used toy stuffing for that, plush toy stuffing, and just did some little splatter details here on the grunt. This one here on the left is my custom Spartan Mark 5B. He used to be the same as this guy, but now he is blue. And obviously in the back we've got our one in the box. Now moving on to the popularity segment of the video, I think that this guy was pretty popular to begin with. He flew off the shelf everywhere when I was looking for him. I only managed to get my hands on just a couple, and as you guys know, I like to have one in the box, one out. In this case, I managed to get 3, and I did one custom here on the left, which is in the background. So popularity, I don't know. I feel like everyone kind of jumped on this a little bit because it was our first taste of a Mark 5B since Halo McFarlane figures. So we all know that there was a Decimator armor set in Halo 5 Guardians, which closely resembled this Mark 5 sort of thing, and a lot of people were quite upset with that, considering we didn't get the original Mark 5B armor, and that was its closest counterpart. But it is nice to see this figure back and this armor back. I do think that, it is a pretty well-known set. We've seen it quite a few times with the McFarlane figures and now with the Wicked Cool Toys Jazzwares figures. I'm going to have to give it 3 out of 5 Halos for popularity. Now for the packaging segment of the video. Here we've got a nice open window, commando rifle, plasma pistol, interchangeable hands, beautiful white Mark 5B Spartan, in-game code. It's just fantastic looking. We'll move on to the side. This one's a little bit better. You know who you're getting in this, but I hate this window. Moving on to the back. Awesome big display about who's in the box and who's in the series, which is nice. I've already explained who Banter Collectibles are. I've explained that in my last video, so if you want to go have a look, this side panel is side panel. And here we go. I'm going to give it the same score. It's going to be consistent across the board. That was a hard word to say. It's going to be 5 out of 5 Halos. Now for collection appeal. If you're going to be collecting every single Spartan from the Spartan Collection series, then he's a no-brainer. You're obviously going to pick him up. But in more of a casual perspective, I feel like this is one of the figures you can miss. And if you don't necessarily want a white one, you could always buy one and do exactly what I did and just repaint one. He turned out great. This was actually one of my first custom figurines I'd ever painted, so I'm really proud of my first time. Obviously, it's not perfect, and that's okay. It just, they just turn out fantastic when you paint them. So if you did want this figure, but you didn't really want it in white, or you weren't really feeling it, then I guess you could kind of pick it up and make it a custom. But in terms of collection appeal, I'm probably going to give him 3 out of 5 Halos. Just because, it's a Mark 5B. It's just the generic Spartan of the bunch, I feel. Now moving on to buy now, sale, or wait for clearance. So this figure's quite hard because he did come in Series 1 of the Spartan Collection and you get the code. So a lot of people were going to get their hands on whichever the figure that they could for the code. So as of now, though, I do know that there is some reprints going around. So, the same figure, probably improved articulation and no code. So I definitely think that if we were talking in a time of, when this series first came out, I would definitely say buy now. But as for now, I definitely think if you saw this figure on a shelf and you had choices and stuff, I would definitely wait for this one to go on sale. I would not wait for a clearance because he will go. So save yourself a couple dollary dues and just wait for a sale. Now that brings us to the end of the video. I really hope you guys took my opinions on board and hopefully it helped you decide which one of these figures you should buy. I really do appreciate the support, so please leave a like, leave a comment, talk about these figures. You know, what are your opinions on this figure? Do you think this is a buy it now? Do you think sale? Or do you even think clearance? Leave it down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to read it. If anyone was wondering about my custom dead grunt, if you want me to do a little display video, just please let me know, and I can do some more videos of my customs as well. So don't forget, guys, enjoy your day.